watching the RathCo Gaming channel. I am your host, Robert Robbie Rath, and thank you everyone for joining us today to watch the debut episode of a brand new RathCo program that I like to call the GamerZone, a show where we discuss all kinds of video game titles and information that we gather from various sources. We cover new games, old games, hell, all games. So sit back, grab that controller, and let's game. Alright, so first things first, let's get things started right by discussing some of the upcoming video game releases I came across while researching new titles. So let's check them out. Okay, so the first new release that caught my attention has got to be Mortal Kombat 1, which will be the 12th video game within the Mortal Kombat franchise. From what I understand, MK1 is going to be the sequel to Mortal Kombat 11, which made its debut back in 2019, as well as the second reboot following Mortal Kombat. Now, myself personally, I've always enjoyed playing any Mortal Kombat video game in the series. Although, for whatever reason, I never got that deep into the Mortal Kombat games growing up. Most, if not all of the occasions in which I played Mortal Kombat, I played it in an arcade, on one of those big arcade machines that you had to put quarters in. But, lately I haven't really looked at arcades or things like that because I've just been busy, and maybe arcades are now like payphones. They just don't exist anymore. I don't know. But anyways, without further ado, let's check out the official game trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. Here it is. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are all enjoying this first debut episode of the GamerZone. The first new release we were discussing would be Mortal Kombat 1. And did some surfing on YouTube, and I found on the YouTube channel Mortal Kombat, I found this, which is the Mortal Kombat 1 official announcement trailer. So, without further ado, let's check it out, shall we?
It is time. Time to wake up to a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife. To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. You can face each other as sworn enemies, or united as brothers. But a storm is brewing, and soon you will discover that even in this new era, one constant remains. There is always something worth fighting for. You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Alright folks, well there you have it. That is the official trailer. Alright, on to the next part of our show. Okay, well, I hope that you all enjoyed the Mortal Kombat 1 official trailer that we just watched. So now, let's move on to another new release for this month. This one I decided to talk about because it is one I am personally anticipating. This one is a racing game called The Crew Motorfest, and it is produced by Ubisoft. if I'm pronouncing that right, as the sequel to the previous title within the franchise called The Crew 2, which made its debut back in 2018. Motorfest takes place in a smaller version of the island of Oahu in Hawaii. It's Oahu. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's an island in Hawaii, I guess. And the theme for Motorfest is very similar to that of the theme used within the Forza Horizon series of video games, which I happen to love. Fans of the previous Crew video games will be happy to learn that both the gameplay and multiplayer aspects of Motorfest will be operated basically the same as the titles you know and love from the past. And in my opinion, this video game looks like it's going to be a very fun and addictive little title that players will likely spend hours and hours progressing through. Now, the Crew Motorfest is set to release as of September 14th, 2023. And, well, hell, that's about all I have information-wise on the game, so why don't we check out the trailer, shall we? Okay, here is the trailer for the Crew Motorfest. Enjoy. Nice. Okay, so that trailer can be found on the Ubisoft YouTube channel, which I'm actually subscribing to as we speak. Alright, well, I hope that you all enjoyed that awesome trailer for the Crew Motorfest, which will be available as of September 14th of this year for Xbox, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC, as far as I know. Windows PC. I'm hoping, anyways. So, that about concludes the Crew Motorfest. On with the show. What are we going to talk about next? Well, stick around to find out. Alrighty, folks. I sincerely hope that you have been enjoying the debut episode of the GamerZone, this show, thus far. And now, seeing as how I do not possess the original Resident Evil 2 from 1998-99, I will just tell you my story about it. Alright, so early on during my discovery of video gaming, I came across a game that scared the living shit out of me, but also began my obsession with the Resident Evil franchise. Okay, so allow me to tell you a rather funny story about my first experience within the realm of survival horror gaming. Okay, so I was about 11 or 12 years old, I want to say, and since it was summertime and I was known to get into trouble when left alone, my parents would drop me off at my grandparents' house where my aunt, whom we will be calling Jessica, lived, and she would watch me there. So one day, my Aunt Jessica picked me up to take me to my grandparents with her. Oh, my damn nose. Sorry, allergies. However, she had to work, so my uncle, whom we will call Ted, offered to come over to my grandparents and sit with me for a few hours while she was away. When Jess dropped me off at my grandparents' house, she explained to me that Uncle Ted was inside, and she also told me that she just got the Sony PlayStation, which had just come out recently, so she told me to go ahead and play any game that I wanted to. So I went in and began gaming, and as I checked out a few games, one game box caught my eye, and it was Resident Evil 2. So I decided to pop in the Leon disc, which was disc 1, I'm pretty sure, and everything was going fine. I made it into the Raccoon City Police Department. Then I made it to the STARS office, where in the original game, you find the unicorn medal. So after I grabbed it, I began my journey back toward where I came from, and it was completely quiet, both in the game and at my grandparents' home. My uncle, whom was sitting behind me watching me play, remained silent as I pressed the buttons on the controller and continued walking Leon down a long hall with boarded up windows. But suddenly, boom! Zombie arms came shooting through one of the boarded up windows. I jumped about 20 feet into the air, screamed, and tossed the controller out of my hands, and my uncle began laughing hysterically and saying, "Dude, what are you doing? Pick up the paddle, you're gonna die." And die I did. After that, I was terrified of Resident Evil, but also fascinated at the same time, and with me, fascinated usually wins, which is why, to this day, I absolutely love all of the Resident Evil video games as well as movies. So, the original Resident Evil 2 will always be one of the most nostalgic and memorable video games of my life. Oh, excuse me, I was waiting for that one. Anytime you see my nose twitch, you can be pretty sure I'm about to sneeze or holding one in. But anyways, I want to share with you, if I can find it, the original Resident Evil 2 trailer. So, it's going to be coming up next. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, here it is. I believe I have tracked down the actual Resident Evil 2 trailer, brought to you by YouTuber Duo Brown, which I'm going to subscribe right now. And without further ado, let's check it out. Here it is.
What happened?
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them. Chris, Jill, Barry, every last STARS team member has disappeared. Who are you?
Ada Wong. My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
I won't let anyone take the G-Virus away from me.
G-Virus?
Its potential is even greater than that of the T-Virus.
The monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And believe it or not, I have never seen the trailer that we just watched. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed the trailer. And on with the rest of the show. Alright, folks. Well, we have reached the final nostalgic title, and this is going to make... Excuse me. Oh, God bless me. As I was saying, this is going to make the last video clip, or the last game I'm going to talk about, Shadow Hearts. Okay. So, my best friend and brother, Steven Krosniak, and I absolutely fell in love with this PlayStation 2 game called Shadow Hearts. Now, Steve and I were inseparable. He was my very first, longest, and best friend. We went we met in the Cub Scouts when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and by the time we were both 13 or 14, Steve would be coming over for weeks at a time during the summer after the school year was over to hang out, play video games for the most part. We would often end up crashing on my living room floor with game controllers still in our hands. We enjoyed many of the same video games, such as the Final Fantasy series, Call of Duty series, as well as other RPG and FPS video games. Then one day, I don't remember how or where I obtained the copy of Shadow Hearts for the PlayStation 2, but ever since I began playing it, when Steve was over one summer, we ended up staying up for almost 3 complete days straight, playing it non-stop until we beat the game. I still remember my mother telling us nicely the first 10 times to shut the damn game off and go to sleep, and we would, sort of. We would leave the console running and turn off the television until she fell back asleep, then we would continue playing. However, by the middle of the third day of gaming with neither of us sleeping at all, we would finally end up passing out. And like I said, controller still in hand, addicted to one of the best video games I personally have ever played. So I hope that I can one day obtain a copy of Shadow Hearts again. Unfortunately, Steve Krosniak cannot be here with me to enjoy it the way we used to all those years ago, and I miss him very much. But being able to enjoy playing Shadow Hearts again would bring back so much joy and happy memories for me. So needless to say, Shadow Hearts was one of the most influential video games of my childhood. And up next, I want to show you the opening intro video. Unfortunately, there are no English subtitles, and I couldn't find it in English. But there was a YouTuber out there that was nice enough to have the video in their collection. So here it is. Hope you enjoy. Hello, folks. Okay, so as always, I want to say that I hope that you're enjoying this debut episode of the GamerZone. And before I start this video, this is not the Shadow Hearts trailer. This is the Shadow Hearts intro video, which is the most nostalgic and memorable part of this game for me personally. My friend Steven Krosniak, who sadly can't be here with us today, him and I had a special connection when it comes to this game of Shadow Hearts. So here is the intro video from said game. Enjoy. I want to play this game so bad right now. Just saying.
11時過ぎか。法典まではまだしばらくかかるな。
辻少佐、どういうことなんでしょう。こんな夜中に特別列車を出してまで本土へ護送しろなんて、自分には普通の娘にしか見えません。さ
あな、帝都のお偉方の考えてることはわからんよ。今度あの女に会ったら直接聞いてみることにしよう。
Probably pretty obvious. Oh, hell. Yeah, you're next. That is not a nice man. Good luck. Holding him out like that, you can't catch the fly. And you're empty.
光栄です。このロジャー・ベーコンを覚えてもらってこれ。逃げられませんよ。さあ、一緒に参りましょう。シスター。
What be nice if it was in
シナ
English.
リオにない出演者だ。切っていたのに。
My little friend. That's the main character, the one who just put his arm back on. That's the one who
おっ
play as.
と。
Well, shit. And that is the intro video, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, let me personally thank YouTube user AltamisaiFFB, which I'm going to subscribe to him right now. Turn on all notifications, because that is the best part in the whole game. Well, my favorite part of Shadow Hearts anyways is that opening. So I hope that you all enjoyed that, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode, because this is where the GamerZone's first episode has come to an end. So that being said, the next thing you're going to see is our credits rolling. Thank you so much for watching this special edition first debut of the GamerZone, and be sure to stick around for more. Please like and subscribe, turning on all notifications for RathCo Gaming. If you care to check out our non-gaming content, click on over to the RathCo Outdoors, which is our other RathCo's other YouTube channel. Until next time, see you on the flip side. Later. Well, folks, that is the entirety of the first debut episode of the GamerZone, which is to say this debut episode itself. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I worked very, very hard creating this. I actually found some software online called Streamlabs, which has been super helpful. And before I sign off, effectively ending this episode, I just wanted to say thank you. I mean, there are going to be credits after this outro video, me talking to you all. But I just want to personally thank all of the YouTubers, which will be listed in the credits at the end. And without you guys, I couldn't have done this, because all the footage, all the intro videos and gaming videos I used were courtesy of all the YouTubers I paid homage to at the end in the credits. So, that being said, thank you all so very, very much for watching. I sincerely hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you'll notice, I'm drinking Raspberry Brisk. The store was out of my preferred strawberry melon. Anyways, I want you all to be on the lookout for the episode of RathCo News, which I'm going to be uploading either directly before or directly after this video, this upload. And be on the lookout for the next episode of the GamerZone. I'm going to try to do an episode once a week or once every other week. As I said, it's rather difficult piecing it all together and whatnot, but I really hope that it's going to take off, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this, because I worked hard on it, and I respect you guys. Without you guys, without the fans, without the people, there is no RathCo Corporation, period. In closing, please be sure to like and subscribe, turning on all notifications for both RathCo Gaming and our non-gaming channel, RathCo Outdoors. For those of you who are interested in becoming a donor or donating to the RathCo Corporation, please email me at all lowercase RathCo2023 at yahoo.com. I'm going to be checking that email daily or every other day. Or if you want to skip emailing me and remain anonymous, feel free to click on the PayPal link that is located under the About tab on the RathCo Gaming's YouTube channel, or you can click the link that's on the top of our YouTube channel, RathCo Gaming's homepage, right on the top. The link should be listed to our PayPal. And just the only thing you should know is that 40 to 50%, well, basically 50% of all donations go to overhead for me to continue my internet service and whatnot. The other 50%, at least 25% is going to go to the Mr. Ballin Foundation to help victims of violent crime, and the rest of it I want to split up between helping homeless veterans and homeless pets. Anyway, have a great evening. Thanks for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. See you next time.